Hello friends, welcome to Lucky Gate. This is a question in GATE 2017 asked for 1 mark. And coming to the question, a C code fragment is given and assuming that M and N point to valid null terminated linked list. Valid null terminated linked list. Here what is mean by null terminated linked list? Now linked list is starting with head node and will have some list of nodes. It contains data and pointer. This first node pointing to the next node. It has having data and pointer. It is pointing to the third node and so on. And finally the last node, the next pointer is null. Then we call it as null terminated linked list. Invocation of join will. Here options are given: append list M to the end of list N for all inputs. Now first we'll understand what the given options is. The option A given, append list M to the end of list N for all inputs, either cause a null pointer dereference. Here what is the meaning of null pointer dereference? Suppose I created a pointer void star p which is equal to null. What is the meaning of this? Means a pointer p is created but not initialized with any variable's address. Means it is p is not pointing to any variable. Means simply it is null initially. Suppose if I use star p equal to 10. What is the meaning? Star p indicates value at p. Now value at p is containing now storing 10. Value at p is stored with value 10. But because p is not pointing to any variable, so that if it is not pointing to any variable, the assignment of 10 with value at p is invalid. This is called null pointer dereference. Null pointer dereference. Now see in the question given, do you have any null pointer dereferences? Look, here there is a typed of struct node, means one structure is there, and there is a function called join which is taking two pointers, pointer M and pointer N. We call both are of type node pointers. And in the code, do we have any such statement like star p equal to 10? Means do you have any statement where value at that pointer variable is assigned with some constant? Do you have any such statements? No. So that option B and option C are directly wrong. Why? Because we don't have any program statement where null pointer dereference is there. So that option B and option C directly incorrect. Now we have to think about option A and option D. Option A says append list M to the end of list N for all inputs. Append list N to the end of list M. Means is it appending M to the N or N to the M? That we have to decide it. So this one I will explain you with a small example. Let us say this is M. I'm calling this is M. And there is one more list I'm assuming, that is N. Okay, this is N. It is pointing to a linked list having 3 nodes. Just as an example I am taking. Okay. Now when you call this join function, the head pointers of list M and list N is copied to M and N pointers. And inside the join function we have another pointer P equal to N. What does it mean? Now P is pointing to the first node of list N. Okay, first node of list N. Now the next statement is while P next not equal to null. Now this is P, assume. Now because P is now pointing to this node list N, and what is a P next? P next containing address of the next node. Suppose assuming I am calling this is node 1, node 2, node 3. This is node A, B, C. Assume a case. Now what is P? P pointing to node 1. What is P next? P next is pointing to node 2. Is P next is null? No, because P next is not null. This is a true. condition, then P is moved to P next. Now what is P now? Now P is pointing to second node. Again the while statement is repeated. What is a P next? P next is now pointing to node 3. So because P next is not null, because not null, P changes to P next, means P pointing to this node now. Now what is P next? What is P next? P next is null. But condition in the while statement is P next not equal to null, but it is equals to null, means condition is failed, so it is exiting from the while loop. After exiting from the while loop, what it is doing, changing P next pointer, means this pointer is changing P next pointer, means this pointer is changes to or pointing to node M. Node M is pointing to the first node of list M, and stop the process. Now observe friends, after this what you understand, this is a list N, this is a list N. Now the list N is as it is, the first node of list N is 1, next 2, next 3. The last pointer of P, or we call the next pointer of P, means which is in the last node, is pointing to the first node of list M. It does mean that M is added to N. Now look, what is the option A says, append list M. M is appended to the end of list N, where M is added to the end of list N. Now this is a perfectly valid statement. Option D says append list N, means N is appended to the end of list M. Means do you have N is added at the end of list M? No. So M is added at the end of list N. So that option A is correct, option D is incorrect. Thanks for watching. Please like, share and subscribe, and don't forget to click on the bell icon so that you will get personalized notifications, so that immediately you can see after I upload a video. Thank you.